Hi everyone. Once again, Renu Rai welcomes you in this session with the chapter Nutrition in Plants. Today we are going to study about a very interesting topic, that is insectivorous plant and symbiotic plants, which is the part of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Right? So first let us understand what is insectivorous plant, which is also called carnivorous plant. So this name itself suggests you insect eating plant. Insectivorous, vorous means eating, insect means insect. So insect eating plant, that is insectivorous plant, right? These plant might have look that they come from a horror film. They are looking very dangerous, but they are very interesting actually, but they are not harmful for the human being, but they are harmful for the insects and some smaller animals, right? And these plants are also called carnivorous plant because they eat insects. So that is why they are called carnivorous plants. Students, we have already discussed about what is heterotrophic nutrition, right? So that means they depend on others for the food. But here as you can see that these plants are green, the leaf is green and the background is also green. So why they need to hunt or prey the insects? What is the reason? Please understand this. Okay, that although these plants are green, it means they have chlorophyll and conduct photosynthesis. But there is some requirement that is not being fulfilled. That means some nutrients are lacking and not fulfilled, so they depend on others for such kind of nutrients, right? So look students, what happened? These kind of plants, they are grown in nitrogen deficient soil, so they do not get sufficient nitrogen to make protein. Okay, so that is why they eat insects to get nitrogen compounds or protein for themselves, right? So let us see first the structure of peacher plant, right? This is the lid which covers the peacher, and this is the modified leaf of a peacher plant that is called peacher, or it's just like a pot, and it is the modified leaf. Now we'll have to see how these plants use that insects or eat that insects to get their nutrients. So the moment into the peacher looking for nectar or sweet juices. Okay, so the moment they goes into that the to the plant, the insects slide down because of the slippery surface and get trapped by the hair present in the peacher, because inside the peacher there is a hair like structure. So the moment they go for that, they slide down and the lid closes, and then the plant secretes some digestive juices or enzyme inside the peacher, and the insect is digested, and that is how they get the nutrients from the insects. Students, isn't it very interesting, right? Now students, we have to see the another insectivorous plant, that is Venus flytrap. Now we'll have to understand how these Venus flytrap is taken up their food from the insects, because their structure is quite different from the peacher plant. So what happens, similarly the Venus flytrap also traps insects and take up the nutrition. As you can see this picture, this is the picture of a Venus flytrap. The leaf is modified into two blades. You can see this is the blade with the thorn like structure along with two margins. You can see this is the thorn. So what happens students, when insects sit on it, right? When insects sit on that blades, the blades close with a snap, right? And then insects got trapped into the blades, in between the blades. And what happens after that, the blade opens for the reuse after the insect in digestion in about 10 days. So that is how the insectivorous plants, they take up their nutrition from small insects. It is very interesting to know how these kind of plants eat insects, right? Now we'll have to see the another mode of nutrition, that is symbiotic relationship. Okay. So let us first understand what do we mean by symbiosis. This word basically comes from the Greek word that means with and living. That means living with someone. So that they describe a relationship between two species or organisms that can often be beneficial for both parties, means they are mutually benefited to each other. That word, what do we mean by symbiosis? So now we'll have to see what do we mean by symbiotic plant. So in this kind mode of nutrition, symbiotic relationship or symbiosis, in this mode of nutrition, there is close association between two different plants or different categories, like algae and fungi. So in such type of association, both the plants get benefited, like fungi and algae. So fungi is basically the non-green plant. They do not have chlorophyll, but algae is green plants. They have chlorophyll. They can prepare food, but there is something lacking. And what is lacking? Algae do not have true roots and leaves. Okay, so they will not derive water or minerals from the soil. So they need shelter. So they need some support. So fungi, they have a thread-like structure, hyphae, which is called, and they derive water or minerals from the substratum where they are found. So now what happens? Both of these plants associate together, and that algae, fungi, they provide shelter as well as water and minerals to the algae. And with the help of that water and minerals, algae conduct the photosynthesis process because they have green color pigment called chlorophyll, and they with the help of these nutrients and chlorophyll, they prepare food, and that food is provided to the fungi also. So here we can see the mutual benefit and understanding between two organisms, right? So that is how the symbiotic relationship completed. That means the two organisms, the two different plants of different categories, they benefited to each other. So that is how a symbiotic relationship or the mode of nutrition is complete. So and the association of algae and fungi, it is known as lichen. And you must have heard that lichen is utilized or used for making litmus paper. So student, I think it is quite clear to you what I have taught to do today. So till then, thank you.